real for real. I don't think I got enough like real for real. I just feel I'm starting to buy real for real.
It is currently 2:50 in the morning, and as I'm editing this video, I realize I have flashback all right here. I was using a new one. It's a fucking learning experience, won't be doing that again, and I am not about to refilm because honestly I look great. So we're gonna pretend it's not there, right? Bear with me. Watch the video, move on. Thank you. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am here for the part 3 stalker update that I didn't really think that there would be a need for, but some things did end up happening after, and by popular demand, here we are. So I've been gone for probably a year or more now, not because I've been murdered, but because my mental health was terrible and a lot was going on. I've moved, and 1 week of not filming turns into 2 weeks, turns into a month, 4 months, 5 months, a whole year later. Life sweeps you up, you know. This whole time I thought it had only been like a few months, and then I looked and realized and was like, well, shit, it's been a while. To begin, I want to thank all the haters that left rude comments, because you know when you're getting rude comments and hate stuff, that means that you're succeeding. That means that you've done something, you are doing something. So thank you for validating me. I appreciate it. And to all the old rude white men that commented about my voice, my hair, my makeup, all that, thanks for being a fan. And a few of them were cops. They were like, oh, chef kiss, baby. Thank you. I also want to say thank you to VT Videos and 49 for picking up my video, having interest in it, and sharing it so that I could get some exposure and raise myself up on the platform. I believe that we're at like 25 million views now, which is literally insane. That is crazy. So if you could subscribe, like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and maybe share it. It just takes one person, you know, to share it, and then their friends share it, and then you blow up. And how cool would it be to know someone that's famous?
I want to be famous.
Pretty fucking cool, I think. And you guys have the power to do that, so I would greatly appreciate it. The vast majority of comments that I've received are, is she alive? Is she okay? Girl, don't you have anybody that could beat someone up? Do you have any family? You got a boyfriend that could roughhouse them? Go get a restraining order. Call the cops. Go to the cops. Hate comments because I said what I said about the police, and everyone hates feminism, so that went over great in the comments as well. The top comment that I received was people telling me to get a gun, or men being like, oh, I'd mess him up for you, baby, don't worry about it, which is like really funny. So to answer those, I am alive, I am okay, I don't have any family, and I don't want to put other people in a position where like some crazy guy could stab them, so we're gonna just skip over that part. There's not enough to get a restraining order according to the police, so that never happened. There wasn't any loitering signs or anything posted where something could be done, essentially, I suppose. And again, women just typically aren't taken seriously or believed, and that's not feminism, that's actual statistic facts. In fact, 54% of femicide victims, female homicide victims, reported it to police before they were killed. 54%, that's more than half. So, I mean, the links for those statistics and stuff will be down below, along with some other stuff. I now carry a knife, a taser, eye gougers, and mace. I am getting my license to carry. So this is my taser. Got it on eBay. I don't think that mace is technically legal here, but I'd like to see them try me now. I really would. Super cute. Matches my mace and my kitty eye gougers. So for the part 1 and part 2 video precursor to this, you can press the link down below, or I'll link them here. Dog, you want to come up here? Come on. I also have a dog now. So here on to the actual update itself. The last thing that I mentioned was that I went to the police station and they didn't have any record of their policemen going up and looking for the guy, even though they said that they did. And the chief of police had gone to his house a few times and confronted him. The guy kept showing up still. He was parking across the way. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion about the fact that he wasn't just parking there. A lot of people believe that that was the case, but it wasn't. He was parking there, he was filming, he was recording on his phone. Everyone's like, oh, well, maybe he did this, that. No, he was parking there, recording, taking his phone up, like looking around with it, taking videos of us, all sorts of weird stuff, and came up to the windows. I have proof of that he came up to the windows of the store while I was on shift, thinking that I was in the back. And the fact that the police and the chief of police went to his house 2 times. 2 times. That is a red flag. If the chief of police shows up at your house and says, hey guy, like knock it off, normal people don't keep going. That is a red flag. That is a cause for concern. He did start parking over across the way. But that also is a super red flag. If you have this whole parking lot, why are you parking directly across still after you've been spoken to? These things that people are like, oh, whatever, when you clump them together, it becomes a real issue, like a real problem. And a lot of people are saying, oh, if you don't like the police, why did you go to police? Because I was going to do the right thing, the right steps at the time. So no one could tell me, oh, well, you didn't go to police, you didn't do this. I followed the right steps and was let down. So now I personally, based on those experiences, will not be going to the police anywhere for any reason ever again at any time, especially in today's climate. That is not something I'm going to get into. It is not needed at this moment. And in fact, a girl I know that I'm friends with found out that she lived across the street from this guy. She messaged me and was like, oh my gosh, I think this is the guy in your video. I think that's my neighbor. She actually spoke to this man's boss that she knew. He basically confirmed that this guy was super weird. All interactions that they've had with him is super weird. I actually have his clear face now. Another thing that I got asked was, why did you blur it out? Why didn't you just completely expose him? Why did you blur out his license plate? And the reason for that is legal. I was concerned that I'm going to get sued or something like that. You know, I didn't want to have to take down my video or anything like that. So for legal reasons, I was thinking ahead to the future. I don't want to say that I've had necessarily a similar experience, but I have had an experience with harassment and like a sort of stalking before. So that coupled with this guy really just made me very anxious. Anytime I would see his truck, I would get super concerned that he was following me. Any kind of similar makes, models made me just very on edge. And then one time he actually did drive behind me, trying to follow me home. So I drove around until I didn't see him behind me. I lost him, which sounds super ridiculous, honestly. Like, I hate even saying it like that. But that is the reality of the situation, was that I literally had to lose him. It was a serious situation. So if everyone thinks that like it's a joke, it's not. So as a result of this man, in part, I changed my job. I got a new job so he wouldn't know where I work. And I did move to where I am now. And luckily, this building has cameras everywhere. You have to have a key to get in to the building itself and then a key to get into your own apartment. Like I said, surveillance. And there's someone that watches it, not necessarily a security guard, but just someone who is like in charge of the building and just keeps an eye on that kind of stuff. That helps a lot with my nerves being calmed down. And I'm really thankful for that too, with the building and stuff, because I actually was being harassed recently, not by him, but by 2 other people in a completely different matter, which like I could probably post about if you guys want. So like let me know in the comments below if that's something that would interest you. I'd probably post it anyway, to be honest. But like even talking about the situation has me stressed, to be honest. And as of right now, I don't have a stalker that I'm aware of. Hopefully it stays that way. Yeah, so that's it. Part 3 update. Subscribe, like this video, turn on notifications so you can see when I post. And again, feel free to share, because it just takes you sharing for someone else to share. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will be back to uploading regularly with this newfound clout. I'm just fucking with you. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.